Hey everybody, today we're going to be listening to Close to the Edge by Yes. I know of the band, I know Roundabout, that's about it though. And I was in the mood to do an album, but I kind of wanted to do just a little bit of a shorter one. And I think this one fits that category. It's 37 minutes, not too crazy long. But I've heard only amazing things, and there's 3 songs, and they're all long, and I love prog, so this is going to be awesome. That's really all I have to say. Ooh. Whoa. Not at all what I expected. Oh. God, that is crazy. That keyboard is like absolutely nuts. Ooh. Oh, smooth. God, that bass is so good. I love how it's going higher up. Great vocals. That was incredible. My favorite vocal line so far. That fucking bass. That's all I'm gonna be thinking about. Oh.
Shouldn't take away the start through memory. Seasons will pass you by. Get up, get down.
Oh, that was beautiful. When was this? This was 72. This is a nice ambient section. Really like this.
You could clearly see the ladies of the looking.
Okay, there's definitely some story going on here.
200 women watch one woman cry too late. Get up, get down. In charge of who is there? In charge of me.
Love these vocals
What
here.
will I be before I come of age? I get up, I get down.
Oh, that was seamless. Oh my god. Ooh. Oh, I love that. The tempo change. Okay. Oh. Oh my god. Oh.
Time between the notes relates the color to the scenes. A constant growth of triumphs dislocate man, so it seems.
Okay, this groove, I'm sold on this one.
Then according to the man,
Oh.
sure is outstripped onto space. But knowing all about the grace. On the hill we view the silence of the morning. Got to witness cycles only of the past. Now that it's all over and out, go to the sea, right to the sun. Now that you find, now that you
Oh. Wow. Oh my god, those vocals. Damn, dude. That was a doozy. Awesome. Oh my god. As I said, I don't really know too much about Yes, like, at all. For whatever reason, they were one of those bands that kind of just flew past me as I kept discovering music. I do kind of know the whole, like, 70s prog sound, and this is definitely that, but it's to an insane degree here. I just think it's so fucking, like, chaotic and spazzy in a way that I haven't really heard from this decade. Because the other band that comes to mind when I think of, like, prog from the 70s is King Crimson. And I mean, obviously they had their insane, crazy moments, but, like, there was just something about the energy to this that was so sporadic, and it really kept me on edge the whole time. It's just awesome because it really keeps you anticipating the next thing and waiting for the next thing. I think the pacing of this song was amazing. I think pretty much everywhere it changed at the perfect spot. Nothing lingered. Everything was just so meticulously crafted. Like, the puzzle pieces just fit, you know? I really like how, even though it was super sporadic, there were moments that let the track breathe a little bit. I just love the contrast between the instrumental sections and the vocals. The vocals were incredible, especially towards the end with those really high notes, and the harmonies were god tier. That was so good. That was so cool. That key solo towards the end was phenomenal. That was my favorite solo of the song. The guitar solo at the beginning was really cool too. And the whole thing about that beginning section, I was really trying to like adjust to the sound, because it immediately kicked in after that, like, kind of, I don't know, soundscapey intro with like this really tense and just strange atmosphere. Like, my head was just like trying to fucking wrap around it for a second, and then, you know, as things kind of moved along, I started to get it even more. But I feel like I'm going to get a lot out of another listen with this, too, just already, because that was a lot to digest. 18 minutes of pure just fucking... But no, this was really cool. And again, I just really want to emphasize, I love that ambient section. And when the organ came in, that was so sick. This goes without saying, but the fucking talent here is nuts. On all fronts, just arranging this in the first place and performing it to this degree, oh my fucking god, I can't even comprehend. There's definitely some story going on here, because I have the lyrics pulled up, and it's genius, and I just saw that. It said it was inspired by a novel rooted in Hindu and Buddhist mysticism. That's really interesting. I sort of got a glimpse of just like that somewhat existential and mysterious vibe. I don't know, like this verse here, assessing points to nowhere, leading every single one. A dewdrop can exalt us like the music of the sun, and take away the plane in which we move, and choose the course you're running, which is really, really cool lyricism. I actually really like that. I also saw the lyrics were like, they were shaped more around the phrasing and less about the meaning, which is kind of interesting, but I still feel like there's some cool phrases and just moments to take out of this for sure. Yeah, and then there's a section about like in her white lace, you could clearly see the lady sadly looking, the crucifixion of her own domain. Interesting. Like, I don't know where that necessarily comes in thematically, but seems to be like self-referential too, of just like music generally. The time between the notes relates to color the seams. Yeah, these lyrics are really interesting. I think I'm gonna move forward, but I do definitely want to try and take a double take, or just read up about different interpretations here, because this is really interesting, and I kind of like just the mystery of it all. Very divine feeling, like, I don't know, there's something about it. All right, another long one here. What am I saying? They're all long. What am I talking about? Literally, what am I talking about?
Okay.
Ooh. Actually, you know what? Before we even get further, I immediately already thought of another artist with this intro. I recently listened to Bath by Maudlin of the Well. The first track on that album has like harmonics, just really spacey guitars, and just immediately I'm like, boom, we're there. But anyways. Very pretty chords. Okay. Their synths are awesome.
As a foundation left to create the spiraling, a movement regained and regarded both the same. Quickly to terms of all expression laid, emotion revealed is the ocean made. Oh, something
Very nice. Ooh. Okay. Very nice ending to that section. That was great.
Reach out as forward taste begin to enter you. The preacher training on to lose his name. The teacher travels asking to be shown the same.
Okay, didn't expect this little groove here. Okay. Ooh. Oh. Okay. Yeah, just throw this out of nowhere. I love the darker chords. Oh, that's so cool.
And you and I clear crossing the shapes of the morning. And you and I reach over the sun for the river. And you and I go over valleys of endless sea.
Another fantastic track. I definitely think I liked the first one more, but the middle section and like that breakdown section right before the acoustic ending, oh my god, those were awesome. Also, something I noticed that I want to mention, the vocals are super duper clean. And I feel like sometimes like really clean vocals can stick out in an odd way, but I think that this actually blends really well. Just kind of with how articulate everything is. The vocals are just as articulate as the instrumentation, which I love. I just think that's a great part of why it blends together so well. I still really find these lyrics super interesting. It feels so imaginative. I feel like I'm just entering another world here. And even like I'm seeing like some of the visual elements too. It's super trippy. Like the album cover is kind of plain. Like it's just like the green gradient. I mean, generally a lot of their album covers are pretty out there. They had to have taken some drugs. Coins and crosses never know their fruitless worth. Chords are broken, locked inside the Mother Earth. That's pretty interesting. And you and I climb over the seat of the valley, and you and I reached out for reasons to call. Man, this line's really interesting too. Sad preacher nailed upon the colored door of time. Insane teacher be there, reminded of the rhyme. They're talking about like political ends, as sad remains will die. You and I called over valleys of endless seas. That's a cool image. It might be telling one holistic story, but I'm also kind of seeing it as chunks as well. Chunks of ideas. All right, last track. Okay. Okay. Ooh. I love that sax line. If that's what it is, I think it is. Oh! Oh my god, that's such a nasty groove. The harmonies have been so fucking good. Oh. Hello? Harpsichord? I think that's what that is. Oh. Wow. Oh.
Hold down the
So tight. Jesus.
of the outspoken Khatru.
I can't get over that riff.
Don't stand still. Running, running, running over. You tail fly. You just move fast. As one change.
Oh, dramatic. I like it. Oh. Fucking knew it was gonna fade out. That's the classic 70s, 60s way. I almost wish it didn't fade out. That was fucking awesome. That ending solo. Well, that was close to the edge. Siberian Khatru. Yeah, it was a great fucking closing song. I just loved that main groove and riff that I kicked into, the little the or whatever it was. Like, ugh, that was so fucking groovy. Like every time it like went back to that or kicked in on that, I was just right back in it. But all of the solos, and I loved that outro guitar solo, some of the intervals it was hitting, the I just love when they hit like those tense notes out of nowhere when everything is like super, I guess diatonic would be the word to use. Even though, you know, they're a prog band, they're always dipping in and out of all the craziness in terms of like keys and everything. I can't praise the vocals enough as well. Just they're like too on pitch. Not actually, but like they're so on pitch, like it's crazy. Just the vocals are so clean. Just the harmonies because of that are astonishing. But yeah, the album as a whole kicked ass. As I kind of mentioned earlier, it's a prog album. It's a prog album from the 70s. Like it feels like that. But yes, definitely have their own little staple to it. Just some of those really frantic sections are, I feel, really unique to them. And I mean, 72, that's pretty damn early. They're part of the founding peeps, I feel like. Because I know they had albums even before this, too. This is what, their third album? Oh no, it was actually their fifth album. My bad. But there's just an electricity to these songs. And I even really enjoyed a lot of the lyrical content, too. But yeah, I mean, performances playing, everything. Just top tier. Absolute top tier. I totally see why a lot of people are super big on this being like one of the best of the prog genre. So many moments of like just complete just shock, you know. It's just, and like I mean you can just tell the inspiration this has had on a lot of modern prog and bands after this. But yeah, I'll just leave it there, I guess. I'll be back with more thoughts as always, whatever they may be. But this was a really fun listen. I'm really glad I decided to throw this one on. Close to the Edge is an extremely cinematic album to me. Digesting it, listening to it a couple more times, it feels super fluid, not even in just its song structures, but in its nature. I love being able to read an album and just look at the lyrics and immediately picture some sort of different world. And I really think this album does a great job at putting you in sort of a fantasy perspective, or a more like cerebral, almost celestial perspective. I mean, you look at like the main hook of the title track, I feel like that's directly referencing the back and forth of life, whether it's talking about the good moments, the bad moments, life and death. Yeah, I just really enjoyed it, and I still am loving it. It's just an unmatched album, performance-wise in many ways. It's very unique. It feels like a very once-in-a-millennium sort of lineup. I love the whole atmosphere of the album as well. I love how much it dances around the themes musically, too. It really puts it into the music. If I were to give it a score right now, I would probably give it a 9.5 out of 10. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm going to do some more reactions, but I also really want to do some like artist discography videos if I can at some point. I think it'd be fun. The only thing is that takes a lot of time, so I just need to find the time for it, but I do really want to do it. Thank you all for being here, and I will see y'all in the next one.